everyone. Welcome to day 3 of week 3. I cannot believe how fast this summer camp has gone this year, but the adventures will continue. So let's get started. We are going to finish with our little safari theme. This is the card that is featured in the kit. It's a jungle out there, and I just love so many pieces of this kit. The animals are just getting cuter and cuter. But today we are going to work on a couple of different twists, if you will. And the first one, I don't know, sometimes the world gets so busy and so crazy, there's just not time, and you just want to step back and simplify a little bit. So our card today, that is what we're going to do. In fact, we're going to use a white card, if you can believe it. And we are going to use card cutout 622 and 630. So I think this little alligator is so cute. And sometimes just having one thing on the card is all that you need. Well, maybe we're not going to limit it to one thing. I am going to give him a party hat. And I just wanted to cut him out quickly with you. For those of you that are new, when you're cutting, twist your paper and not your scissors. It will make cutting go so much easier. And if you noticed, I didn't cut out very detailed because I'm going to come back and add that detail later. It just makes it a little easier. So I just cut in, rotate, and one cut so you can see the cute detail that gives you. Now, we also have the little party balloon, and at first I was thinking, oh, I'm going to give him a little balloon and a hat. But when I first put his hat on, covered his eyes, I'm like, oh, that's not what I'm looking for. So I actually tuck it behind, or you can kind of do it somewhat in the middle. But I realized that this hat, it was busier than I wanted. I was just looking for something so simple that you can either take off the hat or the balloon, and I chose to take off the hat. And I am going to first mount him with some little mounting tape here because I want to give that little bit of added dimension. And I'm going to position him not quite halfway, just a little up. And then I'm going to use just double-sided tape for the hat, because that will give it more dimension as well. So I am going to stick it behind one eye and in front of the other eye, but you position it how you think looks the best. So look how simple that is. But here is the twist. I went to pull the powdered sugar paper, and I'm like, oh, what if I use other paper? Then when you open it, it's a surprise. And then I thought I would add on the little balloon. I'm just going to use double-sided tape for that. And maybe on this teeniest little, I almost called it a stem, but it's a string. I'm going to use my glue dot. And now I'm just going to tuck that here. And then because this is the jumbo stripes from our new kit, you could write the message right here in the white, or if it's a darker card, you could actually add another little piece of paper that you wanted to add your message. So isn't that just so simple and so cute? And of course you could add happy birthday or celebrate sentiment as well. So that is one of our tricks. And you know, I realized I like to take pictures, and I really, really like our Polaroid frame. So our next card we're going to make, variation, I'm going to show you the sentiments we're going to use first. So card cutout 280, hence the picture. Card cutout 633, and I love these little flowers. They come in a variety of colors, but they are so perfect for a jungle because look at that little jungle leaf there. And of course, we need our giraffe, and we have our tall, skinny palm leaves, so we'll use that. And then our zebra, I think he is so cute as well. And then the little chunky palm leaves. They look like jungle leaves to me. So I have my frame cut out, and I cut it out And then I used my X-Acto knife to cut out the center. And on this project, we are going to use the palm leaves, both of them. And again, I have cut really loosely around the outside. And then I will come back in and just quickly add the definition. I think the definition just gives it some more personality. Oh. This one here is kind of skinny, so I'm not going to go in too deep. Both of those, we'll just give them a little bit of a snip there. One last one here. And then I just think, I mean, the more I work with these card cutouts, the more I'm loving them. And I'm going to use those as a background for my photo. So I have very simply just tucked those in. And then I am going to take the giraffe, and I like them sticking out a little bit from the edge. Now I'm going to add the giraffe and the little zebra. I've already put that together for us. Just, there's so many things I want to show you. So I've added those two. And then, of course, I added just a little touch of flowers. I think they are just so fun. And then you will be amazed because these little guys look so cute on just about anything you put him on. So I've decided, though, that I am just going to use our black chalky solid from this latest release. Look how cute those guys are. Do they not look like best friends? I certainly think they do. So I can't wait to see what your friends do. Remember, you want to post in our Facebook group. We want to see what you're creating. You guys all have so many fun ideas and just do the cutest things. I can't wait to see what you're doing. So remember, go to our Facebook group and then go to our summer camp board. Okay, our next card is so fun. You know, my sister and I had a great time. We went on a little girls' trip in January. It was so cold. We went to New York City and just had the best time. We did everything we could think of. We were on the double-decker bus. We were on a taxi ride. But we just fell in love with the city. It was just so much fun. So, you know, a lot of my artwork, I look at what I'm doing, what things are kind of interesting to me at the time, where I've been, and that influences what card cutouts. So, hence, our New York skyline. I think this is so cute, and New York is not complete without a taxi. So I drew this just with that trip in mind, and in fact, the ice skate from Christmas in July is also inspired by that trip. We just had so much fun watching the ice skaters, and next year I think we're going to try it ourselves. So back to our little card here. I just had so much fun with this these card cutouts, and the more I've started playing with them, the more I love them. So my first one, let me show you the pieces I have used. I have several different card cutouts we're going to try. Oh, I don't see. Oh, over here. Sorry. We have our New York skyline, 635 and 637 for our sentiments. And then we also, oh, I was looking at the wrong pile. And then we also have our pennant, collage pennants. Oh, we didn't use the taxi. So I've cut out all the pieces. I've cut out the skyline, and I used the small version, and I have my pennant, and then I cut this little blank strip out of the card sentiments. And you know, the city has just mesmerized me. And I took this little pennant and I cut it in half. And I was just fiddling. And all of a sudden I tucked it under. It is almost like I feel like it's a painting. You know, they have artists all around doing different pictures. So I thought that was so cute. I loved it. So I've gone ahead and put it together. on the pennant, and then I added on the sentiment, there's also just these little washi tapes, if you will, and I have cut that out and I used it for my tag, for my little gift tag. Now we could leave it just like this and just, wouldn't that be the cutest tag to put on a little thought? Or I grabbed a stack of cards here and I just want to show you, even the purple, the lilac is so cute. And then at first I put it on black, but it was just a little harsher, but look how cute it is on brown. And you know, I've looked at a couple of different things, and one step I forgot to show you. I used distressing ink. I have the antique linen. Now you could probably do this with a marker if you're really careful. I also like old paper of the inks, and all I did was go along this outside edge. And what it did is just kind of finishes off the edge so it's not so stark white. And if you wanted, you could even just barely brush along the top. I'm not really leaving too much ink, just enough that it defines the edge of this pennant. But what happens when you do that, then when you set it on colors, it pops. So I already did a little bit on this one. So like, I thought it was really cute on the tan as well. Look, isn't that just cute? But you know, we are talking New York City. So I thought you need some yellow with all those yellow taxis around. And I thought the yellow was really cute on it with it as well. Either the polka dots or the stripes. Either one, I think, is just the cute finishing touch for a card. So that is one version of our card. And I think I like the polka dots best. What do you guys think? Okay. Then we have another version that I want to do. Let me move these out of the way. And again, you know, I told you, this is my kind of jungle. I really enjoy the city. It is so fun. Of course, I would enjoy a safari as well. But there is magic in those cities, and I just love going. I love the tall buildings. I love the hustle and bustle. And so, of course, a trip to New York wouldn't be a trip without a few photos. So again, we're going to use our card cutout 280, our sentiments, card cutout 637, as well as our city line, our cityscape. Now, this has a few iconic buildings in it, but honestly, you could use it as any city. So I just want to show you what I've done here, and I am just quickly cutting it out. That is one thing I really like about the card cutouts, is they are not too, they're kind of whimsical. So if you're, don't cut exactly straight. Now, of course, you could use your paper trimmer and get them perfectly straight as well. But these are just sort of whimsical, and so that works just fine too. So I wanted to add more depth to my city, and so I have given us another little piece to cut out that we can mount these trees and just give a little more definition. I'm going to cut off those extra pieces of paper, and again, I'm just going to follow, turning my paper, and I'm just following this cute little tree line. Now this card was inspired by that cute card we did in Christmas in July. So that would be week 2. So you can go back and watch week 2 for our next step, for some little tips and tricks on that. Almost have this cut out here. Okay, now we have that cut out. I'm going to use mounting tape because I want this to really pop from our city skyline there. So I'm just adding my tape. And now I am just going to line this right up. But you can see now how that is just a cute little pop. Now if I wanted, I could go ahead and add the taxi. And I'm just going to borrow a taxi off another card. So in our New York card, we have our little taxi sitting here, and I think that is just so fun. I lost my, oh, here it is. So we just have our cute little taxi sitting here with the suitcases on top. But as we did in the Christmas in July, I have cut the window out of my card. Now this one I have opening, so I cut the card in half lengthwise and folded it in half like that. So now look at this. Look how cute. If I tuck this behind, look how cute it is to have my little city skyline coming through. So I have already gone ahead and added that one. If you want to add the taxi, we certainly could add the touch of taxi there as well. And I just did it about 1/4 inch from the top because you don't want things to be too bulky in the fold. And now when you fold it, isn't that the cutest? And there are so many cute fun sayings you can do. Look, I could just put this explore right there, so I would adhere it here and here, so it's sitting on top of the picture. So then when I opened the card, it would open with it. So I thought explore is so cute. I also like the city is calling. But I think this is a fun card for somebody, maybe they've just graduated from college, they're heading off for a new job, or they're moving. This little sentiment I think is so cute. Adventures are waiting. So, and of course, I think this is fun. Maybe this is me. But Uptown Girl. Isn't that just so cute? It is so easy to make this card look cute and have fun with it. Okay, one last card. And this one may surprise you a little bit because we're going to use the taxis. We're going to use card cutout 616, this frame, 636, the taxi, and then the sentiment, 637. And we've used the washi tape. This time we're going to use the flowers off of it and a sentiment as well. So I've already cut out my frame, and we are going to use, where'd my little, this taxi I already cut out. We're gonna hook it here. Isn't that just cute on the frame by itself? But I wanted it to be a little taller. And I think, of course you could add a flower or two. So I stuck the little flower on top. There are so many cute flower shops along the sidewalks. Oh my gosh, it's such a fun city to play in. And then this looks so cute on so many things. Look how cute it is there. Or pink stripes, the jumbo stripes. The leather was the Blue Lagoon jumbo dots. Or what about our rusty peaches and cream? And then the tea stain stripes, cute on that as well. But I think I'm going to settle for the rusty seafoam stripes. It is cute on there, and it's not pink. I know some of you don't love pink. I must tell you, I have had so much fun at camp this week. You have all left the sweetest comments and left me such cute messages. So we've tacked that on here, and now we can add our sentiments. Again, perfect for somebody leaving, going away to school, they're going on a trip, new adventures. I just think this is the perfect finishing touch. There are so many fun things you can do with this summer camp's card cutouts. I've hoped you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy camping.